Our top story this morning, new overnight, a deadly shooting after a concealed carry license holder opens fire on someone opening fire on him.
These folks out here hate. Yeah, I heard it through the pipeline. Rumors about how they gon' rob me in the nighttime. For real, they just waiting for the right time. But guess what? You never catch me without mine. Without mine. 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 You never catch me without mine.
Yo, what's good, man? This your boy Smoke Tales. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you got it on you, cause I got it on me. You know how we getting down on this end. Two would-be victims in two separate crimes fight back and shoot suspects. Would-be victims in two separate crimes Thursday morning reacted in one San Antonio police sergeant said he has been seeing more often lately. In both cases, police say those victims used a gun to stop the crime, shooting and wounding the suspects. It does seem there's a spike in these type of activities, said Sergeant Andrew Valley, as he investigated the second shooting of the morning. In that case, Valley says the man who lives in an apartment on the 8700 block on Marbach told officers he used a gun to stop an intruder. The man said a stranger tried to force his way into his home after 7:30 a.m. and he told the person, "What are you doing? You don't live here." That person said, "No, I do." Valley said the man was shot and was taken to a hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening gunshot wound to his stomach. The shooting happened just a few hours after the homeowner on the 400 block of General Kruger shot two men who he said was stealing from him. According to the police, the homeowner noticed the two suspects on surveillance cameras around 5 a.m. They confronted them. He told officers this was the second time the suspects had come into his home to steal roofing materials in his driveway. A police report later said the two suspects, a 32-year-old and a 42-year-old, were arrested for theft charges. It also said investigators have determined the homeowner was justified in shooting them and would not be facing charges. That's what I'm talking about. Second Amendment, baby.
First at 5, quite a few would-be crime victims lately seem to have taken on the job of crime fighters instead.
San Antonio police are now investigating two shootings today alone. Both of them involve people taking aim at robbery suspects outside their homes.
Katrina Weber shows us what led them to pull the trigger and why some say they did the right thing.
In two different neighborhoods are similar scenes: police, yellow tape, and people who say they were defending their property. On General Kruger, a homeowner told officers he shot two men around 5:30 this morning who he saw on surveillance cameras stealing roofing supplies from outside his home. One was hit in the backside, the other in the leg. Later on Marbach Road, another man said he shot a stranger in the stomach as he tried to force his way into his apartment.
They told that person, "What are you doing? You don't live here." And that person says, "No, I do." And they were trying to get in.
Police say lately they've seen several would-be victims taking action on their own. We've had stories about car owners shooting burglary suspects, including one on Caribou Creek. This week, the suspected burglar in that case was brought up on criminal charges.
It does seem there is a spike in these types of activities. There's probably not just one factor. There's probably a lot of things.
We are in the fear of our lives in this community.
Jermaine Nolly, who saw the aftermath of the apartment shooting, says he knows how the tenant felt.
To defend yourself and defend your place that you live in at, I don't see where it's wrong at.
But in these situations, police make the final call.
While each case is different, what happens right after is always the same. Police say they have to do a thorough investigation to determine if the shooting was justified.
Just to take statements and make sure everything was done correctly the way it should have been.
To avoid this, police say it's best to call 911 if possible and let them do the crime fighting. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Yeah, man, so you see how they getting down out there in San Antonio. I'm telling you, Texas becoming my top state, man. I'm telling you, I'm fucking with Texas all the way. They don't be bullshitting out there. A home defense weapon is key, I'm telling you, because what if that man would have tried to run in your house telling you he lived there? Do you have the means to defend yourself? That's something you need to think about. See, I love the law in Texas where you can defend your property at night. As long as it's nighttime, a bitch can be stealing a bicycle off your porch and you can give it to him. And that's just how that shit gotta be sometimes, you know. People tired of playing with people out here, man. So y'all look out for me in Texas, man. I just might be moving right on in. Man, this your boy Smoke Tales, man. Until next time, you never catch me without mine.
Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine. Without mine, you never catch me without mine.